Okay, here we go.
Tonight's show is brought to you by CH Fields at the Hilton Garden Inn. The Co-op School, A+ for students and A+ for you. And for family power.
Pretzel looks good.
Now let's go live to CH Fields at the Hilton Garden Inn for tonight's edition of Hot Talk. For the Wesley Christian Hawks, here's Jack Benedict.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Hilton Garden Inn. Jack Benedict along with a cast of thousands here tonight, and it is Hawk Talk. We talk IUP basketball. Glad to have you with us. We're at the CH Fields Craft Kitchen here at the Hilton Garden Inn. And of course, we have been doing this for, well, since football season. It's been a lot of fun. We have a big crowd here tonight. We have the entire team. We have members of the team here, senior members. It's senior day coming up on Saturday, with IUP, of course, closing out the regular season, but of course we have playoff time coming up. Coach Tom McConnell's with me here, as always, and Coach, good to have you along, and you brought the crew with you today, huh? That's good.
We thought we would take the program up to a higher level tonight, you know.
You know, increase the ratings, is that what you're
Absolutely.
saying? Okay, very good. You know, just before I get to the ladies here, and I'll introduce them in just a moment, we had a big game, you know, big win the other night, and I mean, it was, we talked about it on the post-game show. I think my first question was, did you do anything wrong? Because the numbers were just outstanding.
It's one of those things where, you know, we said at halftime, ladies, this is not a halftime talk where we're going to make adjustments or we need to do this better. It's just, we just keep doing what we're doing because we're just playing at a very high level, very efficient on both ends of the floor, sharing the basketball. And when you're knocking down shots like we were, it just comes easy. And then when we didn't score the ball, it seemed like Moore got an offensive rebound and created another possession for us. And then we just did a really good job defensively. We held a high-scoring team to 18 first-half points, and so that was, you know, that was a great team effort on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, and you're rolling. You got 4 out of 5, and this is the time you want to be, you know, on the uptick, as I said, heading toward the playoffs.
Well, I think the players are tired of me doing this right here. You know, we want to go like this. And, you know, but we came off literally a 27-day pause from December 19th when we last played Ship before Christmas until we played Gannon on 3 days prep on January 16th. And so we knew it wasn't going to be our best basketball in mid-January, that we wanted to just keep getting better, keep growing, get our rhythm, our timing, our conditioning back. And so, you know, I just give this group right here a lot of credit, just tremendous leadership, tremendous focus, and just the entire team just continued, win or lose, came in the next day with a mindset of let's grow, let's get better, let's put this behind us and just continue to become the best version of ourselves that we could be.
All right, it's senior day, and I've got them here with me, and this is kind of like the last hurrah for regular season because we've got playoffs coming. Pardon my back to the camera over here, but I've got Mara Deanna, Courtney Alexander, Michaela Lovelace, Justina Mascaro. People that listen to the game, come to the game, they know these people, you know. Ladies, good to have you with us. You got the handheld mic, right, Mara? Okay, you see, we're going to make everybody a star here tonight, or what? Okay. We don't want that to happen, but things happen. It's live, you know, live here, TV, radio. You can go to u92radio.com and catch all of this live. I have a question, and it's for each of you, a couple of questions, and we'll go one at a time. And we'll start out since you know, all of you have been here for a while. Mara started off, and for all of you, your experience coming to IUP, what's it been like for you?
It's been a ride. I mean, I've been here for a really long time, and I just know the growth I've made as a person has been incredible, just not even on the court, but every day I come in with a different mindset of how am I going to make someone else better, how can I make myself better, and a lot of it has to do with the girls trying to push me to be the best I can, and the coaching staff really just wanting the best out of me every single day.
Mm-hmm. Courtney, what about you? You too have been here Oh, wow.
Yes.
Thank
Laura
you.
and I have been here 6 years.
6 years.
Yes, going strong. I would love a 7th year, if I'm going to be honest. I don't want to leave.
So would I.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, my experience has been up and down for sure. I think most of us can say that about our college careers, but just this year, particularly, 2021, I tore my ACL, I broke my wrist, but even in between those times, I stayed pretty focused and I was determined to come back strong. And my teammates have helped me a whole lot with that. My coach has helped me so much with that. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. Like, if I could go back and say, like, I wouldn't tear my ACL, I wouldn't break my wrist, I wouldn't do it, because I've learned a lot from it and just overall have grown so much. So
Yeah, and we've grown along with you. Michaela Lovelace. Now, Michaela, you do have another year eligibility, right?
Yes.
Okay, but I'm told that you're going to move on. You're going to graduate.
I am.
That's
yeah.
the number one thing, wasn't it?
She's
Yes.
smart.
Yeah, I would say. Tell us about your experience and what you've gone through here in the last few years.
Yeah, I've enjoyed all my 4 years here. It's nice playing for a winning program and like a winning team. I've made lifelong friends and memories while I was here. And, you know, school, like Coach said, I do really like academics, so I did my 4 years and I wanted to move on and go to another program for pharmacy. So it's not necessarily like I don't like the program or like it wasn't good. It's just like I wanted to pursue more academics instead of athletics.
I understand. And I've been to many pharmacies. You know, I think we all have. Justina, you came in a few years ago, transferred in from Delaware. How about what you've experienced here at IUP?
Well, when I first came here, I was just a practice player, and my first friend I made was actually Maura, and now she's my roommate. And it's just kind of funny that it all worked out that way. But since coming here, I've definitely realized that I'm more than a basketball player. There is more to me than just that, and I think previously I solely identified as that. And Coach McConnell and my teammates have really helped us just grow into strong, independent young women. So that's definitely something I've learned since being here.
Okay. All right, my next question for all of you, think about it for just a minute. I know I'm, coming up. Your most memorable game or moment that you've come up. Justina, you can start off. How about your most memorable game? What would it be? I have one in mind, but go ahead.
What's yours, Jack? I'd love to hear yours. For Justina?
Yeah, Shippensburg. 32 points, 11 rebounds, something like that, huh?
Yeah.
But it's not always points, I know. But go ahead,
Well-
it's your show.
The game I remember is, even though it wasn't me, it was Natalie Myers hitting a step-back three-pointer to put us into overtime against Cal U. Yeah. That was incredible. That was one game I will never forget. So.
That'll do, yeah. Michaela, how about you?
I think my most memorable game would be my freshman year when we won PSACs. Like, to me, that was my first time like winning a championship with a school. So that was a whole new experience for me, and it is like the reason I came here to be on a winning program.
And that's happened, that's for sure. Courtney, you've, well, go ahead. You've had some moments, I know.
the first thing that came into my mind was the same one as Justina, but Maura and I have a running joke that I have the worst memory ever.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything, so it's actually miraculous that I remember that game. So I would say that the most recent one was the December 19th game when I broke my wrist and I broke the three-point record. I don't think I will forget that game.
31 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a great memory.
No, I'm just doing my homework.
You got a great
I got
memory.
a whole bunch of people here, but
And I think that's something that's amazing that nobody could really believe. How's it possible to fracture your wrist in the first half and go out and continue to knock down threes the way she did and set the school record? I don't think that's something it's amazing. I think something that's all of us will remember.
well, the interesting part of that was because you were playing and did so well, and then left and then came back, and then we find out a day or so later that it's like, how did that happen? You
Yeah.
know? But
People were like, she must have fell on the ice outside after the game or something.
okay, I've got Mara here. All right, you've had some interesting experiences over the years. How about what comes to mind?
I think the one that comes to mind first was obviously the step back three from Natalie, but
Natalie's going to love you guys. She's going to love it.
My freshman year, it was I think that second game of the season against Mansfield, and I had 11 rebounds. And the next day at practice, coach came in with a bottle of Windex and gave it to me and was like, "This is for you to clean the board some more." And that was just, I'll never forget that moment.
I'll tell you, this year she would have a locker full of Windex bottles.
Well, she had one. She would have one from last night with
Absolutely.
11 rebounds last night.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's been
that-
just a tear on the glass.
Yeah, that's been coming around great. Before I get to the next question is, Coach, your thought about these members that have been here, that how have they contributed in many different ways to the program?
I'm trying not to think about that right now. I try to
I know you
stay
are.
in the moment and just really enjoy this journey with them and make it as a fun experience and ride as possible. And when it's all said and done, I'm sure I will collect my thoughts. But just, right here, right now in the moment, I would just, want them to know how much they've impacted IUP women's basketball. And, just incredible experience, and what a privilege it has been to, call myself their coach because of the way they practice every day, their focus. They have, and I could story after story, each one of them has given their heart to the program, to their teammates, to our fans, and just poured everything they've had into IUP women's basketball the last number of years. So I am just thankful that I got to have this experience and, be with them on this journey.
I'll second that. Well, the other thing I wanted to ask you ladies, and Michaela's already answered her, about your future. Mara, how about, basketball will end and life goes on. What's up next down the line? You have some thoughts?
So, I just finished last year I got my master's in health and physical education. So I am going to move to Pittsburgh and hopefully find a job down there to become a teacher. And then right now I am finishing my last semester of my master's in sports management. And with that, hopefully the next 10, 15 years, I can take that and become an athletic director at a high school and eventually a college.
Oh, that's great. I mean, we'll see her. Hopefully I'll be around long enough to see her somewhere along the way.
One of the things, I think is worth mentioning, and I hope Maura doesn't mind me saying this, but when we were recruiting her, her mom would say, she's bright, really bright, but she's not always motivated in the classroom. It's like you're going to have to really watch. And so she went from a C student to her sophomore, junior, senior year, and now grad school, where she's now a 4.0 student and she's an honor student, and is just a great story, and a story that needs to be told for years to come. Just is really inspiring, just what she's done. Is going to be an outstanding teacher, because not only does she have the work ethic and the perseverance and everything, but she's such a great people person. Students just gravitate to her and just love her. So can't wait to see what her future holds.
Courtney, you're next. You're up next. What are your thoughts?
I don't have as much planned as Maura, but I'm also in grad school right now doing health service administration. And I don't know that I will use it directly, but I'm going to be doing some mission work in Corpus Christi, Texas. And I'm hoping to be able to use it. My undergrad is in bio-pre-med, so I could probably help some people in the medical field in some way. So,
That's tremendous. Yeah. Michaela, you mentioned about pharmacy and so on. Any particular areas you're looking at?
I'm going to attend the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill.
Oh, okay. I think they play a little basketball down there, don't they? Did that play a part in it?
Partially, yeah.
Partially, yeah. Okay. Justina, how about you?
So I may or may not be coming back depending on whether I get my other year of eligibility from my sophomore year. So just pending to hear back from that.
Oh, that's a possibility?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but currently I'm pursuing my master's in business administration. So, and I have my undergrad in finance and econ. So.
Yeah, I read, and I had some notes here. You had a double major, I guess?
Yeah, I did in my undergrad, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Well, listen, we're going to be back in a moment. We have to take a quick break here, and we're glad to see all these wonderful people here today. And I noticed people that I even recognize, like most of them. It's Hawk Talk. We're glad to come your way. We're on United2Radio.com. We're on YouTube, Facebook. We're everywhere. Coach McConnell and the ladies, and we'll be back right here at the Hilton Garden Inn after we take this time out.
The Co-op store has the largest selection of IUP gifts and apparel. The Co-op is always there with its convenient location and hours. The Co-op store has been serving IUP and the Indiana community since 1933, and all profits are returned to the students through campus programs and activities. The Co-op has all your campus needs from the dorm to the classroom. Visit us online at www.iupstore.com.
Hi, this is Zach, and welcome to Gingerbread Man Running Company, proudly located in the heart of Indiana on Philadelphia Street since 2009. We offer the top models from the best brands of running and walking shoes. Stop in today for your free gait analysis from our expertly trained staff. We are happy to help solve any foot or shoe issue you may have. Please visit our website for more information. Gingerbread Man Running. Catch us if you can.
Hey everyone, this is Ryan at Four Wheeling for Less, your local ATV and side-by-side dealership. We specialize in buying, selling, and servicing all major makes and models. In our sales department, we offer financing, warranties, and purchase appraisals. Our service department will keep you up and running for your next adventure, and our parts and accessories department can help you find whatever you're looking for. So whether you're looking to buy, sell, trade, or get service work done, visit our website, or give us a call, or stop by today.
I'm with the voice of the IUP Crimson Hawks, Jack Benedict. And Jack, finally, you will be back in the booth.
Here with Coach Tom McConnell, coming to you, Hawk Talk Live from the Hilton Garden Inn. And of course, we want to mention with Senior Day coming up, it's going to be 1 o'clock for the ladies' game, the men's game to follow at the KCAC on Saturday, and going up against UPJ. The first game around was pretty interesting, wasn't it, over there? Yeah, we had to battle and came up a little bit short in that game. Maybe just your thoughts about what you expect in game 2.
More the same, close, competitive, hard-fought game. That's a very good basketball team, skilled team, can shoot the three. So hopefully, as we've grown, we're in a different place. Now, we always say second time around, hopefully that they're going to see a different team than they saw maybe the first time.
Yeah. The thing that surprised me when I looked at their roster, working on the book a little bit today, was the fact how young they are.
Young team.
I don't think they have any juniors or seniors on their team.
Yeah,
It's
young
incredible.
team.
Yeah. Let's go. Did you have a story you wanted to tell?
No, I just
thought you had
thought
another-
people would like to know this. Like, it was I just found it fascinating. You know, Michaela, our very, very first team meetings in the KCAC locker room, and Michaela's a freshman, and she comes in, and everybody takes their seat, and we're getting ready to begin the meeting. I look at Michaela, and she has a Duke Blue Devil T-shirt on, and the upperclassmen are just, they're smiling because they know what's coming. We just have a rule: once you arrive at IUP, we wear IUP.
I like the rule.
Yeah, not your high school, not your AAU, not your favorite college team. We are IUP. And there's Michaela sitting there with her Duke shirt on, and I'd like to give her a hard time about that. And now she's going to do her grad work across the town at Chapel Hill. You know what I mean?
What goes around comes around.
That's right.
Or something, huh?
That's right.
Oh my. Well, let's see. I think we may have a problem here. I think maybe. Let's see if this is going to work. Test, test, test. I think it is. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to give it to Maura, and give me a test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. I think we have a battery problem on here. Yeah. Well, you know what? Maybe I can do. I was going to ask each of them a question. You don't have any extra there, do you, boss? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to bring out another microphone. See, that's what we're going to do.
Okay.
And you can put that on like you're really playing. You want the right side? Okay. There you go. Okay. All right. My question for you, Maura, is Yeah, he's working on that. You were recruited you're from Springfield, Virginia.
Yes.
Okay, what led you to IUP? Did you ever hear of IUP? How did you get here?
So I'll never forget, I was at, so I met Coach McConnell at a showcase tournament, and I did not want to go to the showcase at all. It was right after USJN and Nationals. It was a 3-week stretch of games, and I was so tired, but my dad was like, come on, Maura, you got to go. So I go there, and I'm just having the time of my life. You know, I'm being me, bright spirit, having fun out there, and I'm leaving, and Coach McConnell tracks me down in the hallway and was like, how old are you? Like, I want to get to know you soon. And I was like, okay. And then we kind of lost connection for a little bit. And then I was at Spooky Nook, and me and my dad saw IUP up there. We're like, no way, they're here. And it was a halftime of someone else's game. And I see Coach McConnell, and he looks at me across the gym. He starts running across the court to come give me a hug and was like, I've been thinking of you. And when he did that, I just knew that moment. I was like, this coach is perfect for me, and that was how I was drawn to IUP.
I can picture the run.
I just remember calling her. I saw the program, and she was listed, I think, as a junior, a rising junior. And they didn't pick up when I called, and I left a message. I remember saying, call me back and tell me there was a mistake, that you're not really a rising junior, you're actually a rising senior. Because we take you right now. We want you in our program now. You know, we don't want to have to wait another year. But we did have to wait, and it was worth it.
Yeah. You can take that off.
Okay.
We got it back. We got fired up. All right, Courtney, you're from Pittsburgh.
Yes.
All right. So you were, I would think, pretty familiar with IUP, right?
I wish I could say that's true. I had never heard of IUP in my life.
You never did.
No, and then the moment that I told people, like, this is where I'm going, they're like, oh, I went to IUP. Like, so many people in my life were like, yeah, I went there. And I don't know why I had never heard of it before, but I did come visit in the summertime, and I was really set on going to, like, a big school. I don't know. I was just kind of like, I want to go to a D1 school. If I don't play basketball,
So you were
it's
thinking
okay.
basketball D1?
No, not necessarily
Okay.
basketball, huge D1 school, but I knew I wanted a big school. Like really small D1 schools were recruiting me, and then I realized IUP has way more students than all of these schools combined, so I needed to get over that. And then I came in the summertime to visit, and no one was around, and I was like, Mom, there's nobody here. Like, I just wasn't using my brain. And so, yeah, I don't remember the exact time I met Coach, but my mom went to school with his sisters, so we always knew of the family, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when I decided to come here, that was when it all just got really exciting, and I was like, I'm going to a big school. It's a D2 school, and I'm okay with that.
So you got the big school you never
Yes.
thought was a big school.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, Michaela, for the fans that do or don't know, was a 2,000-point scorer at Leechburg High School. And you had to have heard of IUP. I mean, you're in the vicinity, right?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people from my high school and the area came to IUP, so I was well known of IUP before he recruited me.
Yeah, well, so it was easy for you, I guess, huh?
Yeah, it was really close to home as well, and Coach McConnell, the program. I didn't know of the basketball program, but I knew of IUP. So when he came to recruit me, I started look it up and everything like that, and it was really nice. And IUP was my first offer, so I kind of had loyalty in a way to IUP because it was the first one.
Well, that's something we don't find in sports anymore, loyalty. You know?
Yeah, and it was close to home, and he was big on academics as well. Because like I said, that's the number one thing, and he pushed oh, you can do science, you can do pharmacy at IUP, and you can play basketball as well. So it was the best of both
Worked
worlds
out,
to me.
yeah.
Mhm.
Justina, so we mentioned 2,000 points with Michaela. So you're nearing 1,000 in your college career at Delaware and at IUP. And you scored over 1,000 in your high school career at Bethel Park. So I'm sure you were aware of IUP, weren't you?
Yeah, a lot of people from my high school went to IUP, but coming out of high school, kind of similar to Courtney, I had this dream of going D1, and I soon realized that's not really all I was looking for, just basketball. And Coach McConnell stressed to me here, it's about academics, athletic balance. So that's what drew me here. And I remember my visit, I walked into the KCAC, and it was just electrifying. Like the fans, the atmosphere, how the girls played. I just loved it when I came in the KCAC. I knew I wanted to be a part of that team playing on the court.
That's got to be a good selling point, huh? The KCAC.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think every one of them would say, you know, when they came in and got a chance to walk through and tour the KCAC, that it was like, oh, wow. I know I did that when I came to campus 9 years ago. I walked in and I went, oh, my.
I did
Somebody
that.
knew what they were doing when they built this. You know, it's perfect size. It's just
It is the perfect size.
tremendous.
I know I felt that way when I walked in the Memorial Fieldhouse for the first time. You know, in the late
That's great.
60s, it was only 4 or 5 years old.
That's so great.
And it still looks pretty good.
It does.
All things considered. And Justina, you must be happy with the fact that you know that you're nearing 1,000 points in your college career. Maybe was it something that you thought you'd shoot for, or just if it happens?
I wasn't really shooting for it, just if it happens, it happens. You know, super exciting that it's really close, but doesn't make or break me.
Yeah, well, that's a good point. We have a couple of minutes here to go. Coach, any thoughts about, this group? You have the whole team here today for dinner, right?
Yep. They came over tonight to support their seniors. So it's great that they're all here. And our athletic department, Todd Garzarelli, was just very generous and said, hey, let's feed the ladies. And, you know, if you feed this group, they will come. So we're excited that they're here to share in this night with all of them, you know. And I'm hoping that our playoff run continues after the regular season and we get enough games in that Justina can get that record, because I think it's
Sure.
very well deserved. You know, it's something I'd love to see.
You know, something that we missed last year, in addition to basketball in itself for the whole season. I got to do one game live streaming. That kept my streak alive, fortunately, but it was awful. It was just, and we missed the banquet.
We did.
The women have had a banquet for, I can remember, 20 years or so, maybe more. And that was something that I know that everybody participated. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's been 2 years. We didn't have it their junior year either, because on March 12th is when everything shut down.
Oh, yes.
So when everybody went home. And then last year we didn't play. So hopefully this year we're able to do that, because it's such a great night. And we have such great fans and support. And I shared with them, and they saw this. One of our fans had a Facebook post that after our Saturday win just said, so proud of my team. Not the IUP women's basketball team, but my team. And I shared that with them, that there's such a great connection with them, with our fans. And it's all because of the way they are. I mean, I just think that the people that come to our games, you know, just really appreciate. We're looking at great students here.
Yeah.
Great students. You know, it took a couple semesters of my schoolwork to add up to what their GPA is in one semester. You know what I mean? I marvel at the balance. You know, they just, all of them, and go right down the line, are involved in things outside of basketball and have impacted our community and our campus in such a special way.
I like after the first game that we had fans, after we had the respite, and the fact that after you guys had won the game, you came over and waved to the crowd. You know, your respect for them coming and backing you, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Well, this has been fun. Now, you're going to get a chance to go eat now, you know, and all together and break bread. That'll be great. Coach, thanks for bringing Justina Mascaro and Kayla Lovelace, Courtney Alexander, Mara Deanna, all with us here today. And looking forward to Saturday.
We are too. Thank you, Jack, for having us.
And the playoffs coming up. We've got to get our fans out there. Yeah. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, we're going to be back. And
Yeah.
We have one more thing.
We have one more thing.
you do?
We heard we're going to celebrate your birthday on Saturday, too.
You can't keep anything a secret
No.
these days, can you?
No.
No. All right, well, good. I would like a present of a win. Simply put. All right, thank you, folks, and we'll be back with more Hawk Talk. We're coming up with Coach Joe Lombardi. We'll talk IUP men's basketball next up, and we're coming your way on U92Radio.com.
The Co-op store has the largest selection of IUP gifts and apparel. The Co-op is always there with its convenient location and hours. The Co-op store has been serving IUP and the Indiana community since 1933, and all profits are returned to the students through campus programs and activities. The Co-op has all your campus needs from the dorm to the classroom. Visit us online at www.iupstore.com.
Hi, this is Zach, and welcome to Gingerbread Man Running Company, proudly located in the heart of Indiana on Philadelphia Street since 2009. We offer the top models from the best brands of running and walking shoes. Stop in today for your free gait analysis from our expertly trained staff. We are happy to help solve any foot or shoe issue you may have. Please visit our website for more information. Gingerbread Man Running. Catch us if you can.
Hey everyone, this is Ryan at Four Wheeling for Less, your local ATV and side-by-side dealership. We specialize in buying, selling, and servicing all major makes and models. In our sales department, we offer financing, warranties, and purchase appraisals. Our service department will keep you up and running for your next adventure, and our parts and accessories department can help you find whatever you're looking for. So whether you're looking to buy, sell, trade, or get service work done, visit our website, give us a call, or stop by today.
I'm with the voice of the IUP Crimson Hawks, Jack Benedict. And Jack, finally, you will be back in the booth broadcasting the Hawks. How good does that feel?
Mark, I'll tell you what, I can't wait. It is about time that I get back there.
And we'd like to invite your business to join our Hawks Booster Club.
That's right, back the best, the IUP Crimson Hawks, and help us sponsor the games for thousands of listeners on air and online. Check out the Crimson Hawks Sports Booster Plan, which is attached.
The Co-op store has the largest selection of IUP gifts and apparel. The Co-op is always there with its convenient location and hours. The Co-op store has been serving IUP and the Indiana community since 1933, and all profits are returned to the students through campus programs and activities. The Co-op has all your campus needs from the dorm to the classroom. Visit us online at www.iupstore.com.
Hi, this is Zach, and welcome to Gingerbread Man Running Company, proudly located in the heart of Indiana on Philadelphia Street since 2009. We offer the top models from the best brands of running and walking shoes. Stop in today for your free gait analysis from our expertly trained staff. We are happy to help solve any foot or shoe issue you may have. Please visit our website for more information. Gingerbread Man Running. Catch us if you can.
Hey everyone, this is Ryan at Four Wheeling.
And welcome back, everybody, to Hawk Talk, Part 2 coming up here. We talk IUP men's basketball with Coach Joe Lombardi. We have one of the star players of the Crimson Hawks, Dave Morris, with us right here. And we're coming to you on U92Radio.com. We're on U92 Facebook page, and we're glad to have you along. Thanks to Coach McConnell and the ladies for coming by. Now we're going to switch it over to the guys, and Coach Joe is with us. I'm glad you brought David along here too for support, you know, but you can handle it on your own. Good to have you with us, Coach. We're getting ready for Senior Day and the final regular season game, and this is really an exciting time, isn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. Glad David could be with us tonight, and you know, the ladies, they seem like they were having a lot of fun, so it's a hard act to follow.
Well, you know, they had a lot of representatives here too, you know, but
you got them all. You got them all then.
We got them all in. Dave Morris is with us, of course, and you're not a senior, fortunately for us.
Yeah.
Redshirt junior. You have another year of eligibility. I'm glad Coach brought you along today. But let me ask Dave a couple of questions first of all,
Sure.
Coach. All right.
Sure.
For those fans, and most of them that follow IUP basketball know you're from Erie, but the fact is that you had a tremendous career in Erie County, the all-time leading scorer, over 2,200 points. So you chose to go to Tennessee State, first of all. So how, I know a little bit about it, but tell the fans how you wound up at IUP then.
Yeah, leaving Tennessee State, it was tough. You know, I always felt like they gave me a chance, and the same with IUP, they gave me a chance, but IUP was a great choice for me because I felt like I just wanted a home and I wanted a coach that, you know what I mean, that believed in me and that really loved me, and that's all I really wanted to be a part of this family. So I'm happy I could be here.
Well, obviously you had talent for the, over 2,200 points, all-time leading scorer. So there were other things that were involved in it, and you fit in very well. And then I know you had a buddy who was on this team too.
Yeah.
Talk about your association with Armani Foster.
Oh yeah, after I left Tennessee State, me and Armani had a talk, and that was a part of my recruiting. Well, opening up my recruitment was, I knew I always wanted to play with Armani, and I knew that he told me right away that this program is a program that he felt like I would fit in, and I thought so too, and I know that if I came to play with him, then me and him could do good things. So,
and it's happening.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's happening. Coach, your thoughts about David, and I know you like the leadership end of it. He's come along. For goodness sake, he had 12 assists in the game, just ended, and he's averaging almost 12 points a game. So he's doing a little bit more behind the scenes, too, than just the numbers, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Dave's I like to feel he's the heartbeat of our team, okay? He's really extends himself, cares about a lot of guys. Guys care about him a lot, okay? There's that certain amount of respect because they know where his heart's at, okay? So he's got a tremendous heart. Very good player, but puts the team first. Puts the team first always, and it's not always easy to do. It doesn't mean, I want to say, there's different degrees of that unselfishness. He has a very high degree of it. Okay, we have a lot of guys with it, unselfishness, but Dave has a very high degree of it, and is talented, and he's our shooter, and I try to remind him of that. Okay, he's got a great stroke. He just I think it's really gonna come together more and more as the playoffs come along here. Struggled with ankle injury for a few weeks, and that can hinder you, slow you down, because it's not only what it does in the game, but it takes away from your preparation and your ability to work at things. So, I knew he was a good player coming out of high school. I knew we were getting a good player when he left Tennessee State. I didn't know the type of man he was going to be and the character that he has. Okay, I was telling his dad the other day after the game is that the basketball stuff will come and it'll go. Okay, it's not going to last for a long time, whether it's college or after college. But the type of young man and the heart that he has is going to be his legacy. In my eyes, as far as his greatness, and, as Martin Luther King said, everyone can be great as long as they're willing to serve, and Dave fits into that mold.
Well, we know too that he plays a pretty good defense for you too, doesn't he?
Absolutely. I forgot about that.
I know you did, but I wrote that down. I mean, he leads the league in steals.
Well, you were talking about 2,200 points, and I just took me to the offensive end. Yeah, he leads the league in steals, and again, he's the heartbeat of our team. He gets the other guys going. It's his defense, okay? He takes pride in that. And we're one of the better defensive teams in the country, and a lot of that starts with David at the top of that, and just being demanding of the other guys and being making sure they're locked in.
Mm-hmm. All right, David. This has got to be an exciting time for you and the guys.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's still work to be done. You have 25 wins, but there's still work to be done, isn't there?
For sure, yeah. We and every day in practice, we try to preach and we try to tell the guys that this is our culture, and we got our culture established, and every day in practice we want to keep working because we know we're not satisfied. This team is hungry, and we know our goal at the end, and that's what we just want to keep working to get.
Well, the thing is, too, what I like to see, and I know what Coach certainly likes to see, the fact is that it looks like you've got the whole crew together now. Tommy's back, Bryce is back, Kyle, and
the band's back together, Jack.
You're right. But
Shondale's not coming back. So.
Yeah. Well, he's coming back next year, though, isn't he? Okay. No, but I mean the thought process being with it gives you that depth that you didn't have before. But that's a credit to to the team, don't you think? To you guys that you had to overcome all this adversity along the way.
Exactly, yeah. We everybody that got recruited here, we feel like that we know that their abilities and what they can do, and they know that when their time has come, it's the next man up mentality. So I know that they're ready, and we go deep. This team goes deep, and I got faith in every one of my teammates.
You know, we have a senior day, and you only have the one senior, Tommy Demo Gerontis, you know.
Yeah, you got it. That's pretty good, Jack. Your Greek is good.
I practice a lot, but you know, it took a while to get him back, and to his credit, it looks like little by little he's starting to be, you know, himself. Let's put it that way. Don't you think?
Yes, for sure. Injuries is always tough, and that's why we, as a team, we just try to feed his mental and make sure that he knows that we're here with him. So definitely.
Yeah. Got to look forward to Saturday, last regular season game before the playoffs. UPJ has something to play for. They beat you by 2 points in the last game.
They did?
Yeah. You know,
we forgot that.
And I can still see that last shot. I'm just hoping we're going to go overtime. But but Bob Ricavina's been such a great coach over there. He's an IUP grad, for goodness sake. Yeah. Should be a great matchup.
Him and his staff, they're wonderful people to compete against, to coach against. They always give us a great challenge, not only from they have good players, but they're also well prepared. So, it is it's a big game. It's a big game, but you know, we're trying to develop a playoff mentality, and you know, from now on out, we're going to be, everybody we play is going to be 17, 18, 20 game winners, and so you know, in the playoffs, so there's going to be a challenge. Our guys will realize that challenge, and our guys will, I think, step up their focus and their preparation and their performance, you know, with that type of respect for the other team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm going to ask you a question, Dave, that I asked the ladies, although they're seniors, so they're looking at, you know, their entire career. But is there one game up to this point that was memorable for you? I know I'm just throwing it at you. You know, was it your first game, or maybe a game, or maybe it hasn't come yet?
I mean, I want to say the PSAC, when we won PSACs last year, unfortunately the COVID took away the season. I felt like we could go longer, so I would say that, but I probably, I don't think it came yet, to be honest.
Not yet, okay. So that was unfinished business.
Yeah, there's opportunity for growth there, David. So that's a good answer. You know, I think one that was memorable for me was last year with David, is when we went back to Gannon, and he played extremely well there that night at Gannon, and it was just. I'm just so happy for him when we can go back there and he plays in the gym that he grew up in. And can play, you know, to the best of his ability, and it comes together. You know, you can't always control how you perform. You can control your effort and your attitude, and Dave puts a lot of focus on that. And you know, we try to keep it away from what the results are, okay, because those things can be fleeting.
I can imagine that was really special, being there. And you have...
You didn't want to say that? He didn't want to make it individualized. That's why.
Well,
I know why he didn't go in that direction. He wanted to make it a team thing, but there are some... You know, we all have our little spots of nostalgia or importance that you know, that takes us, that mean a little bit more for us personally than other ones. And you know, David's he's a man of great humility, but he also has great pride, and so, you know, sometimes those two things they balance each other out.
Sure. Exactly. Well, I know you got to leave a little early, so we're going to be back with the coach here, and got about another 15 minutes or so to go. Thanks for coming in, David.
I definitely appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, well, we have a lot of fun. Always good to see your family. You know, the backing that you get, both home and on the road, and we're going to go out and play some ball on Saturday. It's going to be fun. Huh?
Definitely.
All right, Dave Morris, one of the stars of the Crimson Hawks, back with Coach Lombardi in just a moment. We'll take a timeout for Hawk Talk here from the Hilton Garden Inn right after this timeout.
The Co-op store has the largest selection of IUP gifts and apparel. The Co-op is always there with its convenient location and hours. The Co-op store has been serving IUP and the Indiana community since 1933 and all profits are returned to the students through campus programs and activities. The Co-op has all your campus needs from the dorm to the classroom. Visit us online at www.iupstore.com.
Hi, this is Zach, and welcome to Gingerbread Man Running Company, proudly located in the heart of Indiana on Philadelphia Street since 2009. We offer the top models from the best brands of running and walking shoes. Stop in today for your free gait analysis from our expertly trained staff. We are happy to help solve any foot or shoe issue you may have. Please visit our website for more information. Gingerbread Man Running. Catch us if you can.
Hey everyone, this is Ryan at Four Wheeling for Less, your local ATV and side-by-side dealership. We specialize in buying, selling, and servicing all major makes and models. In our sales department, we offer financing, warranties, and purchase appraisals. Our service department will keep you up and running for your next adventure, and our parts and accessories department can help you find whatever you're looking for. So whether you're looking to buy, sell, trade, or get service work done, visit our website, or give us a call, or stop by today.
I'm with the voice of the IUP Crimson Hawks, Jack Benedict. And Jack, finally, you will be back in the booth broadcasting the Hawks. How good does that feel?
Mark, I'll tell you what, I can't wait. It is about time that I get back there.
And we'd like to invite your business to join our Hawks Booster Club.
That's right, back the best, the IUP Crimson Hawks, and help us sponsor the games for thousands of listeners on air and online. Check out the Crimson Hawks Sports Booster Plan, which is attached. And we're back. Welcome back to Hawk Talk. Jack Benedict with you, and Coach Joe Lombardi here at the Hilton Garden Inn, where it's going to be a busy place from now on, that's for sure, with teams coming in, we hope, for a tournament. But one thing at a time. Is going to be a senior day on Saturday. Airtime, not airtime, but game time around 3 or so, up against UPJ coming into town. Coach, first of all, we talked with David here a little bit about depth. Do you feel a little more comfortable coaching now in the last couple games that you're getting your troops back? And I'm sure that had to be a little added pressure on you personally when you didn't have everybody.
Yeah, Jack, it's helpful. It's helpful, but, the guys have filled in did a great job. Mm-hmm. And we're playing as a team, at a high level. I think a lot of it is you have your three core guys in David, Armani, and Ethan, okay, and then the other guys are, they're pieces of the puzzle, okay. They're playing complementary roles, and when you can have, when you play with a purpose and you have guys filling their roles, okay, those guys did a great job of filling their roles, okay. So play with energy, play with enthusiasm, play with effort, great attitudes. So incorporating guys back is good, but we have to keep the same type of intangibles in order for us to be the type of team that we want to be moving forward here.
I had a fan had sent me a note that asked the coach, which defensive schemes of the other teams, of the teams that you play, do you have the most trouble with?
Yeah. Tell them to send me an email after the season, and I'll let them know then. Okay.
Okay.
Sometimes press coverage. Okay. Press coverage. When they roll the safeties over.
Oh, okay. We're going to that.
Okay. All right. That's the trouble. That's the thing we have trouble with the most. No, I don't mean to be. That's a good question. I don't mean to be disrespectful of that, but. I do know there are some things that give us more problems than other things, and I certainly don't want to get into that too much.
Oh no, we don't want to divulge
too much at this time. Okay. I hope I know our weakness is better than other teams. Okay.
Well, the thing is too, you got to think the other way around. Just think of the teams that you're playing, and they're thinking about, what IUP has done. But you can't rest on your laurels, can you? You can't rest on what's been done. Next game up. We'll go from there.
Well, a good example is Ethan's really taken advantage of, picking, we call it ball screening, and then moving away after you ball screen, okay, because his man has to help on the ball screen. So teams are working harder at guarding that. And then so their focus is on that, so we have to kind of adapt our focus on him reacting to that. We have to react to that, you know, offensively. And just like you have to react to some adjustments, those are adjustments that we have to make in order that we could still keep him involved and be productive on offense.
You knew, most of us had the idea, but I'm sure that you and the coaches knew before the season this was going to be a pretty good year, but you never know how it's going to turn out and how it's going to develop. And then Shondell goes down, and he's player of the year right there early in the year. But everybody seemed to chip in, and there's been a lot of adversity with, for instance, no fans, things of that nature. It's really been a difficult, different year, hasn't it?
Yeah, game adversity, program adversity, okay, but it is nothing compared to what other people are going through in life with their adversities. All right, so we don't want to over dramatize it and seem it was that bad. But instead of problems, I just look at it as more challenges. Okay, and I'm not so I don't know if Shondell was player of the year at that point, Jack, but he certainly was having a good year, and. I think it would have been easy for our team to get discouraged after he went down because he provided a lot of emotional leadership too, and kind of let up a little bit, gave up hope a little bit, but to their credit they just got more determined and to be successful, to have the type of regular season success that we're having right now. And Tommy misses a long time, and they just got more determined. So we got some guys that those unfortunate situations, okay, and even with the playing in front of our biggest rival, Slippery Rock, without a crowd, and Cal, NCAA team without a crowd. It just galvanized our guys, made them more determined. Okay, we can't control a lot of the things that happen, the injuries, the decisions people make. So they really locked in on the concept that we're gonna rise above anything that's thrown at us. Okay, Armani's been playing with a lot of injuries. There's some guys that wouldn't even be out there with what he's dealing with. Okay, but. He just wants to keep going out and compete for his brothers. So he's going to play in pain. He's going to play with the injuries and the pain that he's dealing with. And unfortunately, it's not going to allow him to be at his best. But when you're a competitor and you want to, when you're a competitor and it's all about the team, that's what that's what high level competitors do. That's called competitive greatness. Okay, and you don't want to necessarily assume everybody has that. Okay, all right, okay, everyone can act like they have it, but it's a unique talent.
That first game against UPJ could have gone either way, right down to the last shot and so on. What do you need to do this game that maybe to improve upon for the game coming up?
Jeez, Jack, you want all the game plan ahead of time.
It's a very basic thing.
We need to go with two deep safeties.
I don't know anything.
We need to do and cut double team the tight end when he comes out. Okay,
I understand that.
I don't. That game was so long ago. Okay.
Well, they out-rebounded you by 4. I looked it up.
Yeah. We do have to. That's a good point. Okay, we do have to out-rebound them. We've been the games we out-rebound teams. Our records. The 2 games that we got beaten this year we got out-rebounded in both those games. So there's an indicator in there somewhere. So that's very astute of you. Without Tony giving you the information, okay, I'm very.
Who's Tony?
I'm impressed. But that's important. We have to make sure. Krompka doesn't have a huge night. Okay, he's going to score. He's one of the better 3 or 4 guys in the league, so he's going to get some points. But we can't let him have a huge night. It can't be 10 out of 13. Okay, it has to be 7 out of 13. And then I think we have to execute. We have to execute on offense. We have to do the challenges that their defense presents. Okay, we've gotten better at, I think, responding to that. The first time around, we got caught off guard a little bit with how we were defending some stuff. Now we will be more ready for it, hopefully. We'll be more ready whether we execute better or not. That's another story. We get open shot, you make it, and catch the ball. And, there's just a lot of variables that go in. But But I think offensively we have to function with greater purpose and crispness than we did the first time around.
And we know that they shoot very, very well as a team. So, they get on a hot streak.
They're one of the better offensive teams, in Division II. Shooting over 50% from the field. They shoot they don't shoot a ton of threes, but they shoot them well when they do shoot them. So, we're going to have our hands full, defensively. But it's going to be fun. I mean, the heavy lifting's already been done. You win 25 games, you had a great year, no matter if the season ended tomorrow, in my opinion, okay? So those kids have already, they've already have that in their pocket, and they can have all summer with that. Now it's kind of, it's a fun time of the year where you're trying to just, I don't know, put icing on the cake, on top of a great year by, winning a conference tournament and winning an NCAA tournament. And that's what they are, they're tournaments. And just listening to Jeff Capel on the way in, the pit coach, and he was just saying, people catch magic in tournaments. You see how many conference tournaments and how many NCAA tournaments. You see people catch magic, okay? One year Virginia loses in the first round to a 16 seed. The next year they go all about, okay? What's the difference? It's a similar type team. That's why I put so much credence and respect our guys so much when you win a regular season, because it's not about anybody catching magic. You can't catch magic over 3 months, okay? So it's about earning it. It's about earning it. It's about going out every night and being consistent over the course of 3 months. And so I've always felt that those teams ought to be rewarded more than someone who just catches magic over 3 days.
And I think you would agree with me that the West was as good as it's been quite a while. It's really, really tough this year.
Yeah, if they had to, pick the regional teams, that we'd have 4 in just from the West, okay? So, that hasn't been done. I don't know, 15 maybe, that we had 3 from the West, or 4. I know we finished third in 15. We finished third in the year we went to the national championship. So it was, Gannon was very good that year. Mercyhurst was good. I can't recall exactly if a 4th team went in from the West, but I don't know if the West has ever had 4 teams in.
I can't answer that right now, but you're probably right.
For a long time, they only had 6 teams in the West
That's
forever.
right. Yeah.
One year they had 5 in the West. So now we have 9.
Now we have 9.
Yeah.
So it's tougher than ever. Hey, Coach, thanks for coming in and for your cooperation throughout the year for Hawk Talk. And I was so glad that David could come over. And I know you have the one senior grad student in Tommy D. And it's nice that the fact is that he's going out playing.
Yeah.
He was able to come back.
That's good. Really pleased for Tommy to come back. It's been a struggle 3 years for him.
Yeah.
Getting hurt after 4 games in the first year, only being, our situation last year, and now coming back and having to miss, 10 games. That can't be easy on anybody. It's just, hopefully he can play to his potential over the next, few games that we're involved in. And, we've had a couple guys like this. Bryce got hurt, redshirt, didn't practice his whole freshman year, okay? And then last year, and then now he gets the six weeks, okay? So we've had some, unfortunate things happen to different guys, and I don't really feel that way. Like, it's not Tommy and Bryce, how it's hurt the program. It's not about that at all. It's more about how these individual guys invest so much time into it, and aren't able to, play to their potential or do some of the things that they love to do.
Well, everybody will be ready to go now, so.
Yeah.
All right, Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
Coach Joe Lombardi. We thank Coach Tom McConnell, all the players who came today. I want to thank Kerry Rako and Mark Burdick and John Smathers and Daniel Pisarczyk, who's our producer of Hawk Talk. We've had lots of fun. And keep viewing us here. You never know when we may show up again. And be sure to show up at the KCAC on Saturday. For all the coaches and everybody, this is Jack Benedict, and have a real nice evening.